Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. My bad I haven't been posting Warhammer recently. I'm not gonna lie, I've just been busy and I've been doing this stuff because I did a lot of reading and a lot of research to make this video. And yeah, school's just been a lot. I got a lot of plans going through and a lot of good stuff is happening to me. So obviously you guys have seen the title, okay? And I remember last time I did a YouTube video about this. I was open to 3D printing, but I was still mixed. And to be honest, these past couple weeks, I've just been studying. I've been studying 3D printing and looking at facts and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of changed my mind. I kind of changed my view to where it's the Warhammer 3D printing problem, where people are like, oh, blah blah, blah Games Workshop. I think it's actually just a really easy fix for Games Workshop. Where the customers are like, oh yeah, we're gonna 3D print, blah blah blah. And I think that by the time that I had that this video is over, you're definitely going to be yeah, this is such an easy problem. I don't know why everybody's worried about Games Workshop stuff. And honestly, yeah, I know that there's a big problem, okay? So just wait up. Let's actually get into the video, okay? Now, let's start off the Space Marine Combat Patrol, The Space Marine Combat Patrol, I'm not going to lie, it was alright, but it's really expensive for what you get. And a lot of people have shown that there's alternatives to 3D printing the Space Marine Combat Patrol, but I think a big reason why a lot of people don't get into 3D printing is because it's a big start off cost. Because the cheapest 3D printer, counting quality and how long it's gonna last and how much you're gonna use it, a 3D printer could either be a worthwhile investment or oh, blah blah blah, why am I doing this? I'm never gonna use it and I need to keep it from getting dusty and stuff. Because a good quality 3D printer is $120 to $140 or even $150, and it's I'm not gonna lie, some people just rather prefer to buy it from Games Workshop than the actual stuff. But Games Workshop is actually really expensive too, I'm not gonna lie. And the thing about it is that not everybody's gonna like the Combat Patrol. Not everybody's gonna this exact type of Combat Patrol and these models and stuff. And 3D printing allows for a bigger variation of models and the same Combat Patrol. Because alright, have you ever gone to a Games Workshop store and there was a million walls, a wall full of just Games Workshop stuff of all this and that, but the thing is, realistically, in Games Workshop stores, in the bigger stores, yes, we're gonna you're not gonna be able to substitute for a 3D printer in the stores because it's not gonna be fast enough. But in the littler stores, not everybody plays every single army, which is just the easy thing, duh. Okay, the most common armies are obviously Space Marines, Tyranids, Eldari, and that's the only thing. Matter of fact, I've never seen an Eldari. I've only seen Space Marine and Tyranids or something else like that. And the thing is with 3D printers is that, if the time comes and, oh yeah, we need to print a Blood Angels army, blah 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 blah, you can do that with the 3D printer, And it's really as a customer, which one would you prefer, okay? Would you rather prefer cheaper models with the 3D printer, except you have to order them and then you have to just wait for the 3D printer to print? Or would you rather just the injection mold models, we have to pay $80 for 10 Space Marines? And there's not even really a quality problem with 3D printers, because they're still really good as injection mold, if not sometimes better. And with 3D printers, you can get different types of models and also older models. With the photo I just showed you, those were Furioso Dreadnoughts, and those aren't in production anymore, sadly. But let's say you wanted one, they offer Games Workshop to put more models and have a wider range because, without needing to make the machinery and the big stuff and have to ship out different types of models, they can make a wider range just by making the model in Blender, sending it out to their smaller stores, and then having the smaller stores 3D print these little things. And honestly, I think that 3D printing, I think a lot of people are afraid of 3D printing because they're oh, the quality, blah blah blah, oh, it can't print the plastic that I like. But if you did research on 3D printing, which I read this 3D printing book, that's why it's on the screen. I spent 2 weeks reading it. I only have 40 more pages to go. It took up so long, but that's honestly my only credentials and why you should believe me. But with 3D printing, it's really, don't be afraid of the technology, because either way is the future. I'm not gonna lie, because with injection molding, you're paying for so much extra plastic that you actually need, and that plastic is expensive, just to get the mold right. And a lot of people are oh yeah, but I like the little process of taking it out of the thing, out of the getting little clippers and clipping out. And honestly, you're weird. No offense, but you're kind of a weirdo. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that is something that's obviously like you're gonna miss and stuff, and I understand that. But I mean, it's cheaper models, you know, and I'd rather play more Warhammer and have less hobby time. Because at the end of the day, hobby time as in like preparing the models kind of gets boring than like having easy models that you can just rip off the, you know, supports to it and stuff. And yeah, that's just my take. Honestly, I think Games Workshop should just embrace 3D printers because, like, it's really the future. And it's still shown to be profitable if they just sell their models online because that's what some people do. They sell models that you can use for, like, board games and stuff. And they sell it for, like, 30 cents. But the way that they make profit from that is that because their model's so cheap, it's, like, widely accessible to so much people. The only thing is, if pirates take your models, put them out for free, that kind of sucks because I don't know, it just is gonna suck. But I feel like if everybody is just like, you know, in on it and they really want the best for Games Workshop, it can be like profitable for everybody, you know. For those people who don't want to keep a 3D printer running, they don't want to have the, you know, cost and stuff of a 3D printer and have to like, you know, manage it. They can still buy from Games Workshop stores, of course. And then the people who are like, they actually like 3D printing and then they like printing Warhammer, they can just buy the 3D printing, you know, the models online, you know, from Games Workshop and stuff. And, you know, it pays off because I think, like my dad told me this, either way, Games Workshop is $1 million corporation, you know? It's not gonna die if just some people switch to 3D printing. Like, I think Games Workshop thinks that, like, if they switch to 3D printing, all this stuff, that they're just gonna boom dust mid-air, you know? But it's really most likely not gonna be like that. I think Games Workshop is actually hurting itself more by not switching to 3D printing, because when you read that book, I really recommend you read this book. It's a 10 out of 10. You really realize, like, yo, this is like, it's not like it's gonna kill Games Workshop. If anything, this would just help more and get more people into Warhammer to the point where it's spread, you know, wider and stuff. And Warhammer still has shows and stuff that they can make, you know, but they just need a bigger audience. And yeah, my bad guys, I haven't posted a video in like so long, you know. I've been busy with other stuff and I really wanted to make this video good, and I lost 2 subscribers. Hopefully those weren't my Warhammer subscribers. And yeah, thank you guys, because we hit 150, but I don't know, right now we might be at 149. But yeah, we hit 150, and I just like to thank you guys for everything. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.